Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Christopher Stevens is charged with statutory rape and sodomy. A woman says the abuse occurred between her sophomore and senior year.
Lyndale daycare worker accused of assaulting toddlers more than 100 times is awaiting her punishment. Good evening and thank you for being with us. Catherine Guzejka pleaded guilty in Smith County Court to 6 charges of injury to a child with intentional bodily injury. KLTV7's Michael Richardson has more tonight from the courtroom.
The injured child is alleged on say they died against you. For that matter, have you plead guilty or not guilty?
45-year-old Catherine Guzejka entered 6 separate guilty pleas, one for each of the 6 toddlers she assaulted while working at the Pumpkin Doodles daycare in Lyndale. Guzejka was arrested last October after an investigation that started when a coworker was reviewing surveillance video from the daycare. An arrest report shows that coworker saw Guzejka kicking a 2-year-old boy in the back and reported it to the boy's father, who went to the sheriff's office. A deputy began reviewing more surveillance video and found more than 100 similar instances involving 6 toddlers at the daycare, the first one taking place in July 2024. Guzejka will be sentenced on November 12th. Her defense attorney, Matt Bingham, is asking for 10 years on each count and that those sentences run concurrently, meaning they would be served at the same time. Michael Richardson, KLTV7 News.
And Bingham tells us that sentencing is delayed for 45 days for a pre-sentence investigation, which will provide more information that will be considered at sentencing.
More schools cheer coach facing rape and sexual battery charges.
A warning before we go any further, the details may not be suitable for younger viewers. Investigators say Jennifer Hawkins admitted to having sex with a male student hundreds of times over several years. News 4's Kaylee Olivas has details.
Well, these court records show Jennifer Hawkins was a Moore Public Schools cheer coach for several years. In that time, she allegedly had sex with a Southmore sophomore. That former student saying they had sex more than 300 times at her home.
He didn't have a normal school experience because she was able to exercise that control over him.
45-year-old Jennifer Hawkins, who once coached cheer at Westmore High and Brinks Junior High, was arrested Wednesday on charges of sexual battery and second-degree rape. Court records show a former Moore Public School student sent in a letter to the district late last year, indicating he had an inappropriate relationship with a teacher from 2017 to 2022.
She at first denied the allegations, and then after being confronted with some of the details that the victim was able to give to law enforcement, she ultimately admitted that she did have a sexual relationship with him for several years.
Documents reveal Hawkins met the student as he was dating her daughter. While sitting in Hawkins' living room in 2017, watching a soccer game, she allegedly performed a sexual act on him, telling him, quote, he would remember that soccer match for the rest of his life. The relationship continued after that. Records even showing Hawkins moved the student into her home, the two meeting during school lunch almost every day to have sex. Ties were allegedly cut in October last year.
This victim came forward after he was finally able to move away from this individual and realized that what had gone on was wrong.
Moore Public Schools confirmed Hawkins has not worked for the district since the end of January. The Cleveland County District Attorney's Office is hoping there are no other victims, but
it wouldn't be uncommon.
Kaylee Olivas, Oklahoma's News 4.
Hawkins is still sitting in the Cleveland County Detention Center tonight. She is the same cheer coach who had hazing allegations brought against her in 2021 at the University of Central Oklahoma. The university tells us she resigned in January, citing personal reasons.
Well, tonight, a shocking reminder of why it is so important to keep your doors locked.
The Scott County Sheriff's Department charged a man after they say he was caught on home security video trying to get children to open their front door. Lee Searcy shows us what happened in tonight's LEX 18 Investigates.
It was Saturday, November 15th, around 6:45 in the evening, when a stranger showed up at this home in a northern Scott County neighborhood.
Come open the door.
Watch what happens next.
Come open the door.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Your mom and dad are out here hurt. They're laying on the ground right here, I promise you. I was walking through the neighborhood, I promise you. I'm not harming anybody. They are hurt.
Scott County Sheriff Jeremy Nettles says the children were at home with a babysitter and thankfully never came to the door. He says the sitter did report the man, but at the time didn't realize everything he'd said. He was later identified as Anthony Britton, who police say had walked away from a nearby recovery center.
This evening could have went bad, just based upon this individual's actions and the way he was talking, trying to lure somebody outside or at least to open the door.
The night of that incident, the sheriff says Britton actually called 911 asking for help, saying that he was being chased through the woods. Deputies showed up and gave him a ride to a different location. But at the time, they didn't know what had happened at the house. It wasn't until the parents had returned home, actually watched that Ring video, when they realized how serious the situation could have been. That's when the sheriff's department put 2 and 2 together, saying Britton and the man caught on camera were one and the same.
It's really scary that what could have happened that night. I'm glad no one answered the door and he didn't try to force his way in.
They're laying on the ground right here, I promise you.
Deputies charged Britton with falsely reporting an incident and burglary second for attempting to open the door several times. They say he appeared under the influence.
I was walking through the neighborhood, I promise you. I'm not harming anybody. They are hurt.
He couldn't explain why he did what he did that evening. He was apologetic, but we don't know what his intent was that night, what he was planning to do if somebody were to open that door. It's a scary situation.
Nettles says another case in point why people should always lock their doors. If you look closely, you can see a police officer lives here. Their cruiser was parked right out front, and Britton still came to the front door. In Scott County, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
The Fruitport Township girl who police say was killed Sunday by her adopted mother had turned 11 years old that day.
Today, the woman accused in her death was arraigned on a charge of manslaughter.
News 8's Ken Colker was in Muskegon County in the courtroom for today's hearing.
As a woman was in court today charged with sitting on her adopted 11-year-old daughter until the girl died, the girl's biological mother sat in the courtroom.
The victim's biological mom was there with other family members, hoping to learn more about what happened to young Mila, a 5th grader at Shetler Elementary School.
She sat on my daughter, yes, on her 11th birthday over disagreement that she said they had, which is I don't understand because she's 11. What disagreement is you having it with my 11-year-old to the point where you need to sit on her?
Ms. Leek, I'm going to have you stand before the court.
55-year-old Sherry Leek was arraigned today on a charge of manslaughter in Mila's death at the family's mobile home in Fruitport Township.
The information we have is that because she was trying to get the child to calm down, that she chose to sit on the child for a period of time, and that during that time period that she was sitting on the child lost consciousness. She attempted CPR, and that's when she called 911.
Hey, for an 11-year-old female, CPR in progress. This is stemming from an assault.
The biological mom, Jessica Mosley, who asked that we not show her face, says she gave up Mila and Mila's twin sister for adoption when she was 17. Prosecutors say that was in 2017 or 2018 through Children's Protective Services.
So I was in jail. I had went through a lot of stuff. You know, it's just me and my sister.
But she says she had tried to get the girls back.
I never stopped trying, you know. I never stopped trying. I did everything they asked me to do. I back and forth up here asking them, I got my house, I got my car, I got my job. He keeps telling me no possibility for me to get my kids. You know how hard that is. Every day.
She says she last saw the girls several months ago, running into them at a Walgreens. Other biological family members say they occasionally saw the twin sisters, including at family gatherings. Prosecutors say there were no open cases involving the girls through CPS. But after the death, CPS filed a petition to terminate Leek's parental rights of the twin sister who was born with cerebral palsy.
She's cognitively impaired. She can't talk. She can't say anything. Anger wants to be there, but
the God in us won't allow it.
Won't allow it. Nope, just want justice for Mila and her sister, because now her sister has a loss. I mean, she was just the ideal child. I don't know what Sherry was going to make her react like that on that child, because Mila's character was sweet.
The woman is being held in the Muskegon County Jail on a $100,000 bond and is expected back in court next month to determine if she'll stand trial. In Muskegon, Ken Kolker, News 8.
Four men have been charged after police uncovered an alleged Sydney-based network of child abuse material with satanic and ritualistic themes. Strikeforce Constantine officers executed simultaneous warrants in Waterloo, Ultimo and Malabar, seizing electronic devices that allegedly contained thousands of files. Police said the material was linked to an international website and involved victims ranging from infants to children aged up to 12 years. Landon Ashton Versace Germanotta Mills, a 26-year-old man, was arrested in Waterloo and is alleged to be a leading figure in the group. Germanotta Mills describes himself as the founder and editor-in-chief of independent news site The Underground Media Network, which boasts it is committed to exposing institutional abuse, systemic failures, and the misuse of power. 3 more men, aged 46, 42, and 39, were arrested at a nearby unit block. All 4 were charged with a range of offences, and each man was refused bail.
I can't believe it!
At random too, why? I don't get it.
I don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
He's 19.
What's going on, man? Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
His father's dead. Okay. His father's
911 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
On March 1st, 2021, police at Grand Junction, Colorado received this chilling 911 call. A mother has just discovered a disturbing secret hidden within her son's closet. Even more terrifying, he's currently just outside the house while she makes this call for help.
Why do you think it's that?
Because it looks like it's all an ear.
Is it bloody or does it like anything like that?
Can you just come? Do I have to take a picture and send it to you?
What's the address?
The dispatcher tries to get as much information as possible to make sense of this shocking call and give officers an idea of what they might be walking into.
Is your son there now?
He just pulled up. We wanted to make sure he was here before we called.
How old is he?
19. He's had a little bit of a fascination with the morbid, but he was channeling it, I thought, into becoming a crime scene investigator, but not so much.
Do you think he's going to be cooperative with us?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be violent. Just came back from his friend's house.
A CBS News investigation has uncovered a loophole that allows accused and convicted American pedophiles to escape justice by moving to Israel. So Ian Lee has been following this for more than a year, and he traveled to Israel for this investigation. He worked with a group that tracks people accused of sex crimes, which estimates dozens of Americans have used this loophole.
So, you know, he's 6'2".
We are on a stakeout looking for this man, Jimmy Julius Caro, 48 years old and wanted on charges of sexually assaulting a 9-year-old girl in Oregon back in 2000 and a 5-year-old girl in Israel in 2001. He's considered dangerous. But these photos are a few years old, so we don't know if he'll look the same. He remains elusive. Previous attempts to capture him have failed.
Obviously, the fear that he would somehow figure out that anyone's looking for him and bolt. He just called his number.
Shauna Aronson got a tip that Caro's expected at this clinic near Tel Aviv.
Who's going to call the
She's
police?
with JCW, Jewish Community Watch, an organization that hunts down accused pedophiles who flee to Israel from the U.S., exploiting a process called Law of Return, whereby any Jewish person can move to Israel and automatically gain citizenship. The ease with which pedophiles seem able to use this law as an escape route haunts victims like Mendy Hawk, who says he was abused from age 8 by a teacher at an Orthodox Jewish school in Los Angeles.
So your classroom is right here. How does it feel being back?
I was very anxious and, stressed coming back here. A lot of memories coming through my mind.
Memories of his alleged abuser, Mordechai Yom Tov, who taught him Hebrew studies when he was just 8 years old.
So in the beginning, he would just rub me outside of my pants, and then I would say about 3 to 4 months later, he started going in.
Reaching down your pants?
Yeah, it's reaching down.
Why did you feel like you couldn't tell anyone?
I was scared, I was ashamed. I just didn't know what people would think of me in the whole situation.
Yom Tov pled guilty in 2002 to sexually abusing and committing lewd acts against 3 other boys. He served jail time, but when he was released, he violated his probation and, according to JCW, fled to Israel with help from individuals within the Orthodox Jewish community. JCW tracked Yom Tov down and confronted him with a hidden camera in Jerusalem, where he admitted to illegally fleeing the United States with help and using a fake passport to enter Israel.
I was supposed to stay for 5 years in the same city. I was supposed to take 20 months out of the city. I was supposed to go every 2 weeks to the police station. Didn't want parole. I left within a week later.
He had this message for his victims.
I'm very, 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 very sorry.
The other person in this video is Meir Seawald, the founder of Jewish Community Watch. He tells CBS News Yom Tov's case isn't uncommon in the Orthodox community.
The same thing that's going on in the Catholic Church right now around the world, the exact same thing happens in our community. The rabbis say it's, you know what, he promised he's going to go for therapy, he's never going to do it again. Boom, he's in another community. A few years later, he's at the same thing, and we hear more allegations that the person continued to abuse children.
And often, those abusers end up in Israel. Rabbi Yehuda Oppenheimer says he unwittingly helped Caro escape.
There was nothing that raised any red flags up to the point where he was moving to Israel.
Well, I wish I could say that, but unfortunately I can't say that. So he had violated his parole, and now they were looking for him. He said that there was something in the past that had happened when he was young, but nothing had ever happened since. I've changed and I'm a different person now, but you gotta help me. I felt that I could trust him. So I wrote him a letter, and he bought a ticket, and he left.
Caro is accused of abusing more children when he got to Israel.
What was that like for you when you found that out?
Punch to the gut. It was very painful.
Rabbi Oppenheimer says the reason he came forward is to shine a light on the process of accused pedophiles fleeing, to help ensure it doesn't happen again. Back at the stakeout, an ambulance pulls up and a man steps out. It's Caro.
That was definitely him. Oh my God. Okay.
The police are called and eventually arrive. His days on the run are over as he's led away.
Did you assault the girl in the United States? No. Did you flee Israel because you assaulted the girl in the United States? Have you ever assaulted any girls in Israel? Do you know that you're wanted by Interpol?
Yeah.
There's relief as police escort him to their car. this marks the end to a months-long manhunt.
Oh my gosh! Can I give you a hug? I have something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. We found him, and he was just arrested.
What?
He was just arrested.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Amuna, not her real name, is the person on the other end of the line. She was a little girl when Cairo entered her life.
I was 4 or 5 years old. My mother was on bed rest. My father's a rabbi, so he wasn't really home. He used to come to our house. We used to play games, and then it became sexual. I'm going to give you a cookie because you do it so nicely. It's all about the cookie. It's all about lying, and it's all about being so evil to a little child. He also threatened me he would kill my parents. He would choke me. He would hold me. He would kidnap me.
How did that affect you?
A lot. Yeah. It affected my whole life. My whole life is around this sexual abuse and rape. Yeah.
Amuna turned to therapy and art to help deal with the trauma.
This is in my bedroom and my inspiration.
She paints and writes poetry, but she's still angry that it was allowed to happen in the first place.
What are your thoughts on him being able to come to Israel and flee the United States?
It brings up a lot of anger and a lot of frustration towards the Israeli system.
Shauna says the failure begins in the U.S.
Why would someone want to help one of these pedophiles escape?
Oftentimes there's some sort of community incentive. Either somebody owes them a favor, or someone in the community, let's say an institution, has covered up for them in the past, and they know that if this goes to court, there's a lot of civil liability coming down the line, you know, and it's going to cost a lot of money to a lot of people, and nobody wants to deal with that.
Shauna accuses the Israeli police of not prioritizing accused pedophiles on the run.
Why do you have to be the ones that do this?
Because nobody else is. I don't have any better answer than that.
And if you guys weren't doing it?
Then nobody would do it.
Israeli police told CBS News that, quote, the police coordinate closely with the Ministry of Justice and worldwide police organizations in order to find suspects overseas. Today, Cairo faces charges in Israel, while back in the United States, the district attorney's office in Clackamas County in Oregon told CBS News they are working with federal authorities to secure his extradition. But Mordechai Yomtov remains at large. The district attorney here in Los Angeles told us they have not requested Yomtov's extradition and that they had no other comment. Jewish Community Watch says that is the problem. If American officials don't try to get accused pedophiles from Israel, then they simply escape justice and leave children at risk. The U.S. Department of Justice declined to comment on specific cases, but praised their relationship with Israel's law enforcement, adding sex offenders have been successfully extradited in the past. Days after Cairo's arrest, Amuna confronted him at an Israeli police station.
It was good. It was good to confront him. It was important for me to have that closure in my life.
The healing process will continue for Amuna, but for many, like Mendy, the lack of justice means the pain continues.
So the God-fearing father of 6, whose 11-year-old daughter just gave birth at home, explain to me why you were so shocked when they asked for your DNA. And it's been 2 days and the results are in, and come to find out, you are the father of your 11-year-old daughter's child that she just had to give birth at home because y'all wouldn't bring her to the hospital. Explain to me that. And I also want to know why people are defending the mother of this 11-year-old. Oh, because she's pregnant and is like a month behind her 11-year-old daughter in delivery, and she's about to give birth to her.
Are you Mr. Ashenfelter?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm Detective Hoffman, Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, hi.
Right now I want to tell you you are under arrest, so do me a favor, stand up, put your hands behind your back for me.
Excuse me?
Right now you're under arrest.
Okay.
Here, this is Detective Sinclair right in front of you.
Yeah.
He'll explain kind of what's going on.
I have reason to believe that you've been in communication with a 13-year-old child. You told her at some point last week that you were going to come meet up with her, and then you didn't. So she told her mom that she'd been talking to a teacher. We did some investigation and found out that that teacher was you.
Okay.
So we have all of those text communications between you.
Okay.
Okay?
Is there a simple way to do this?
Like how?
Instead of booking and...
Well, it's a Class C felony. I guess I'm failing to understand how you would like to simplify things.
It did not happen.
You didn't communicate with the child?
I never met with her and I never intended to.
So you probably won't be allowed back to this school. I've read all of the text communication between you and this child, and it's highly inappropriate for any adult to have with a child, let alone a 4th grade teacher.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, my.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can support this channel by Cash App, $MalkiYah Music. Also be sure to check out the Patreon for uncensored documentaries, films, deep dives, and much more content that you won't find here on YouTube. Check out the merch store for the latest strip. And let me not forget to say, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that like button and tap in with us. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah, the highest. Shalom.